Give me point number 2 right here. Pull up on these, we're going to say pros. You guys know what I mean here, a little self-censorship on this channel. Pull up, all right? This is the whole approach game. Don't be scared. Go up and approach all of these women. Let me tell you as a dating coach what I would tell you to do, what potentially might work for you. But I'm going to also tell you what I should have told you before I sold you off on going out approaching these pros. See, here's the deal. You guys think you're going to put yourself in a position to approach women in the day and age where they can be approached by hundreds, if not thousands of men at any point in the day. Now, what you're going to do, this is what you're going to do. I'm the dating coach now. If I'm the dating coach, I'm going to tell you, pull up on them at the gas station, pull up on them at the bar, at the grocery store, at the club, at Starbucks, at the fashion mall. Pull up on them. Don't be scared. Just pull up on 100 of them, right? This is going to work for you because at some point, 1 or 2 are going to give you the number, maybe 10 at best. And then you're going to siphon it down and you're going to end up with 2, right? This is the whole approach game theory. Now, here's the deal. What they don't tell you is this, is that in all of these places that I told you to pull up on them, the gas station, Starbucks, right? The club, the walk at the mall, all right? They've dressed up for you to pull up. But the reality is when you pull up on them, they already got their guard up. Their guard is already completely up. They ready to turn dudes down. And for them, with the 100 women that you pulled up on, 90 of them are ready to turn you down just on sight. It don't matter what you look like. As soon as you roll up on site, they're going to be like, no. All right? Because this is why they're there. They've dressed up. They've gotten themselves all dolled up. They want some attention more than they want a man to come up to them. They just want you to look at them. And so they can build up that currency. Now, as soon as you walk up to them, they ready to turn you down. Now, is that enough to be afraid of? No, not necessarily. But what you have to understand is this woman already has a list of beta male orbiters in her list, already ready for her to call. A lot of times, she'll walk around in these places that I talked about on the phone with some beta male orbiter. So she could see you approaching and go, oh, I'm on the phone with my beta male orbiter. Oh, who was that walked up to you? Oh, that was just some guy trying to get, see? She's building up value already in her orbit. And at the same time, she just turned you down and you gave her the attention. This is going to be an important point on this one, the validation thing. Here's what you need to know. No matter if you're an individual male, right, that succeeds or you fail in your endeavor to approach women, you still just violated a red pill rule here. This is a big rule that you just violated as a red pill man. Walking up to women in open spaces where she already has her guard up, what you just gave her was what? You gave her free validation, okay? Knowing that she already is walled up, knowing that she expects guys to approach her, knowing that she wants guys to approach her, even when they don't approach her, okay? You just gave her free validation. Now, listen, your percentage for most people who pitch this game is 10% is successful. They say 90 women are going to turn you down. They admit this. So if you use their numbers, 90 women just got free validation from you with the full intent to turn you down, on site. So if I send you out, I'm the dating coach. I send out, go hit 100 women and you approach 100 women. Well, listen, you just gave them all the free validation. And over time, over the month, I send out 100 men. They approach 100 women a day. Over time, that's millions of women that got validation for free for doing absolutely nothing, for providing no value to you, for demonstrating no sort of status. And you just gave them value and validation for free when they otherwise wouldn't have gotten anything. Now, this is what I call it leads to ego inflation, right? This is what we're seeing today in Western women. Their egos are overinflated for no apparent reason. Now, how many times have you dealt with a woman who doesn't look attractive? Where's my woman? Here they are right here. They look like this right here. They're talking to you. You think you're doing them a favor by approaching them or having a conversation with them. They sitting around looking like this. And then they talking to you like you ain't nothing. They dissing you. They laughing at you. They're talking about what? You should see the amount of men that approach me and offer themselves to me. You should see the amount of men that are on my Instagram with the lick emoji and the water spritz. You should see the amount of men that, that come after me, that are texting me night after night. You should see them. And you're looking at her like, really? You're looking at her like you built like a badly made woman, right? Like a true BMW. And these are the women, right? Because men, here's the deal. Men don't have a problem approaching the easiest target. They have nothing to lose. They're not afraid of the result, right? Approaching these women. But these women will claim, they're looking like this, looking like the woman right here I got on the screen. These women will claim to get the most women, the most men, I should say. They'll brag about all of the men that want to smash them. These women will claim to be sexually harassed on a daily basis. They'll claim to be stared at. They'll claim to be propositioned. They'll claim to be irate. They'll claim to be stalked. They'll claim to be gang raped. I mean, these women right here will do the most. And you know why they're doing it? Ego inflation. It's because men who followed my dating advice to go out there and approach hundreds of women now have inflated hundreds of women for no particular reason and given them free validation. Now their heads are this big, thinking about all these guys all day are approaching me. Why? Because me as a dating coach told you guys to go out there and free validate them. Now when a normal guy comes along who has a genuine interest, she's shutting them down. Because a guy who had more value just validated her. Now she thinks that's where her peak is. That's what she thinks she can reach. Now here's the deal. In this scenario, let me pull down my 49er badly made woman photo right here because it's distracted me. But here's the deal. What I should have told you was this. Women know two things. And this is what you have to understand in the approach game model. Women know two things. Women know what they like. They already know what they like. Most of these women are, since the age of 8, 9, or 10, they've already been pre-programmed with the type of man that they want. This is why they can be so selective and so picky on the dating market. In their mind, as an 8-year-old, 9, 10, soon as she started watching the Disney movies, whatever it is that she watched, or whatever it is, the first guy that touched her when she was in high school or something like that, these are the men that she's going to go after. So it doesn't matter what you look like, particularly. The fact is she knows what she likes, and she's going to seek that out. This is going to be an important point. She will seek that out. Every now and then you might catch one of these women slipping. You might be able to introduce her to something different. But it may be worth it for you. It may be worth it that you caught her slipping. It may be worth it that you've approached in a month 2,000-3,000 women and free validated them for the one opportunity for you to catch this girl slipping. It might be worth it. But what you just did is you just messed up the game for everybody. You just messed up the game for all men out here because you got some peace leave. You wasted all this valuable time. Okay. And then now the regular guys out here that are trying to, make these women step up, you just messed it up for everybody. You batting 3%. And now you done messed up the game for all the other guys out here that are trying to be stoic, that are trying to get these women to be responsible, that are trying to get these women to accept responsibility, to try to get these women to step up and at least take a shower before she puts her yoga pants on, okay? To at least wash her hair, all right? See, you just messed up the game. You free validated these women. This is what I should have told you before I sent you out there to cold approach women. The other thing that they know is they love a challenge. Women love challenges. This is why you'll find out they'll be sleeping with married men. You'll find out they're sleeping with some other man's boyfriend. You'll find out she's been run through by drug dealers, bad boys, college athletes, pro athletes, etc. You know why? Because she sees them with higher value. I guarantee you the pro athlete didn't run up on her. The bad boy didn't run up on her. The guy with the girlfriend didn't run up on her. The married man didn't run up on her. She found these guys in scenarios where she said, maybe I can take this individual from this woman. Maybe I can move into this ball player's life. What do they call it? Baller alert, right? Jock sniffers. See, how many times you listen to these women? Oh, he was an a-hole. Oh, he did me wrong. These aren't guys that did approach game. I guarantee you these guys didn't approach her. These are men that she sought out. These are men that she selected. These are men that she cannot let go in her life. These are men that are making her bust all over his baloney pony. This is the truth. So your approach game, guys. I know I sent you out there as a dating coach to say, approach 100 women. But what I did is I just ended up messing up the game for everybody else. For all the regular guys that aren't approaching, for all the regular guys that are building their status up and minding their own business, and we're wondering why these women are acting like they're acting, it's because of you, approach game model individuals. That's the real on that one. All right, sorry for me as a former dating coach, or I'm not sorry, if I was a dating coach. Sorry for sending you guys out there blind to the game. I messed you up. I went out there and messed up the game for everybody else. Now I got to correct it.